Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. And in my previous lecture I have completed amines. So with that we have covered all the topics of organic chemistry class 12, and in today's session we'll be discussing about all the distinguishing tests which are involved in class 12 organic chemistry. Right? The first one, how will you distinguish between methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, methanol, ethanol? You know that ethyl alcohol is the primary alcohol with 2 carbon atom. That means it will give haloform test. Okay, so for ethyl alcohol you will use haloform test. So what you will do is always divide this into 2. You will write the distinguishing test in the similar manner as I am telling. You will write haloform test, and then what all reagents are required in that you will write down. For methyl alcohol you will write methanol, and what are the reagents required for it? We know it is I2 and NaOH. You will write here no reaction. Methanol will not give this as a positive test, so you will write there is no reaction in methyl alcohol. Whereas if you carry out the same reaction with ethyl alcohol, that is C2H5OH plus I2 plus NaOH. So you will be writing the products I am writing down. It will be CHI3. Don't make a mistake of writing CH3I. That is a common mistake children make. So this will be a yellow color precipitate. It will be a yellow color precipitate. Apart from that, what you are getting is HCOONA. That means a sodium salt is obtained. Is this clear? So you will write ethyl alcohol gives a positive haloform test. It will give a yellow color precipitate of iodoform. The name of this product is iodoform. Okay, commonly we are calling this as haloform test, but otherwise the product is iodoform. The next one, ethyl alcohol and phenol. Now, in this particular case, you can use 2 tests. Either you may write haloform test. In which ethyl alcohol will give, phenol will not give. So what you will write? You will copy down the same equation again. C2H5OH plus I2 plus NaOH. You are getting a yellow color precipitate, that is iodoform, right? Plus CH3COONA, sodium salt of the acid you are getting. So in this case you will write for haloform. With phenol you can write down the same reagents again, and you are going to specify that it does not give the test. Phenol does not give haloform test, whereas ethyl alcohol gives. Either you may write down this as a test, or instead you may also write down ferric chloride test. So what you will write in this case? For ethyl alcohol, ferric chloride test is not given. It does not give the test, whereas phenol gives the test. So you will write here phenol. To phenol you are adding neutral ferric chloride. You will add neutral FeCl3, and when you add this you get a violet color precipitate. It is Fe and O C6H5 taken 6 times, 3 minus, either 3H3 you can write here, or sometimes you will find like this also, plus 3HCl. So what is the color? This is violet color complex. It is violet complex which is obtained with phenol, which is not given by ethyl alcohol. So for ethyl alcohol you will remember one standard test, that is haloform test. Not always, in case it is with some alcohol. With the phenol you can remember this, or you will write down ferric chloride test. Okay, now let's move on to the next test. Yeah, this is propane 1-ol, propane 2-ol. Okay, if we are doing this, we know it is a primary alcohol, but in primary alcohol only ethyl alcohol gives haloform test. So this will not give haloform test. What about this? It's a secondary alcohol, and secondary alcohol with the second position OH will surely give haloform test. So what you will write? You will write down here haloform test, and in this case you will write propane 1-ol will not give, whereas propane 2-ol will give. So in this you will write CH3, CH, CH3, OH. What are the reagents I told you just now? I2, NaOH, right? One product is always it is CHI3. Okay, iodoform is obtained, yellow color precipitate is obtained. Now apart from that, what you are getting, just see, this is CH3, this one, 2 carbons, this will be forming, iodoform. Okay, so what exactly it is, this will, get oxidized to form first ketone, and then that CH3CO part will form this, and apart from this what you are getting is CH3COONA. That is a salt you will be getting. If you are using acetaldehyde or ethyl alcohol, you are getting formate salt. If you are using acetone or 2 carbon, 3 carbon, that is propane 2-ol, if you are taking, you will be getting sodium acetate as the other product. Fine. Now the next one, this is formaldehyde, this one is acetaldehyde, both are aldehydes. Okay, so this one can give a haloform test. Why? I told you while teaching, in aldehydes and all, in aldehyde only 2 carbon aldehyde, that is acetaldehyde, will give the haloform test. So for this you will find, surprisingly, there are many questions and answer is only one, haloform test. So you will write for this one, formaldehyde, no, it will not give. You cannot use any test which is involving aldehyde because both are aldehydes. So in this case you will use the same thing, CH3CHO plus I2 plus NaOH. Now since we are writing so many times, I think you will remember now. This arrow I am putting downward just because space is less. CHI3 will be first yellow color. You will always write iodoform, yellow color precipitate. Plus for this I said you will be getting HCOONA. Sodium formate will be obtained. Clear? Now next we will move on to the next, distinguish between acetaldehyde and benzaldehyde. Again both are aldehydes, but this is aldehyde which is not giving haloform test. So for this one also I think I will keep these two in the same frame. You can copy down the same thing. You will write down here haloform test. You will write haloform test here. So this whole thing you are going to copy here, and you will write this one give the test. You will write down the same equation, and for benzaldehyde you will write it does not give the test. Haloform test, this one will give. What equation you will write? What we have written here just now, because the same equation I have not written again. Right? For benzaldehyde it will not give haloform test. Another thing, you can also use Fehling's test. You can use Fehling's test. We have studied that Fehling's test is not given by aromatic aldehydes. Now that is left up to you whether you want to write down haloform. That is also correct. If you want, you can write down Fehling's test also. So again the same thing. This is aromatic aldehyde. This will not give Fehling's test. So benzaldehyde will not give haloform. It will not give Fehling's test also. But acetaldehyde will give. So what you will write? Acetaldehyde CH3CHO plus you will write down copper ions. Because what is Fehling's solution? It is alkaline copper sulfate solution. So you will write down copper ion plus you will write OH minus ion because the basic medium is there, plus you will get the the oxidized part of the aldehyde, that is the salt you are getting. You can write acid, plus you are getting Cu2O, which is a red brown precipitate. This is a red brown PPT. It's a PPT that is obtained. Okay, apart from that, you also get water molecule. So the whole equation you're going to write down. Acetaldehyde plus you are getting this. Actually, I have written here, but you might be taking here, say NaOH or whatever. So accordingly, here you will get the salt of it. Since I did not write here NaOH something, so I've written just H. But otherwise, it will be the sodium salt. So what are you getting here? Actually, aldehyde getting oxidized to acid, cupric getting reduced to cuprous, Cu2O. It's a red brown PPT that is obtained, which is not given by aromatic aldehyde. So Felling's test can be used as a test to distinguish between aliphatic and aromatic aldehyde. Okay, we cannot use Tollens test because Tollens will be given by both. Fine. Now the next one is this. This is acetaldehyde. This one is acetone. Right. Can we use haloform? Think over. No, we cannot use because this is aldehyde. In aldehydes, I told you only acetaldehyde will give. This also will give because it is having methyl ketone. So haloform will be given by both. You cannot use. Can we use Felling's? Yes, you can use Felling's test. You can write Felling's test that is given by acetaldehyde. So you will write down, copy down the same equation here. This is giving, acetone will not give. Right. Instead of this, you can also use Tollens test. Tollens test will be given by aldehyde, whereas it will not be given by ketone. Right. So what is Tollens test? Tollens test is CH3CHO plus it is a diamine silver complex. So Ag NH3 taken twice, that plus charge we are writing here, it is in the basic medium, right? And you will have here the salt of it. Again, what is Tollens reagent? Tollens reagent, it is ammonical silver nitrate solution. So that ammonical part, no? So for that you will get the salt of it. So I am writing CH3CO minus only, plus you will get silver. Silver mirror is deposited. Right. Apart from that, you also get water and ammonia. So you will write either Tollens or Felling's. Both are given by acetaldehyde but not given by ketone. Fine till here. So we have done 6 so far. We'll continue further. Moving on to the next distinguish between, it is pentane 3-on, pentane 2-on. Okay. This is pentane 2-on. This is pentane 2 and 3-on. So what we will do is, in this we can have, this is a methyl ketone. It is a methyl ketone. For methyl ketone, we can have haloform test. So you will write here haloform test. Okay, so this one will give the test, this one will not give. It's a methyl ketone, it will give. So you will write first one will not give. Whereas this is methyl ketone, it will give. So what you are writing? You will write down this thing, CH3CO, CH2, CH2, CH3 plus I2 plus NaOH. Okay, so this methyl ketone part, I said always will form CHI3. Whatever remaining carbons are there, with that respect, you will write a salt. So CH3, CH2, this will be now written as COONA. This is a yellow color precipitate that is obtained. So you will have pentane 2-on giving iodoform test, whereas 3-on will not give. Now the next one, this is propanol and propane 2-on. It's a methyl ketone again. Wherever you find methyl ketone, it will give haloform test. So what you will do? You will write down haloform test. This one will not give. It is a aldehyde. In aldehyde, only acetaldehyde will give. This will give, surely give. So you will write CH3CO, CH3 plus I2 plus NaOH. That is the standard thing we always write. This methyl part with CO will form CHI3 plus how many carbons are left here? That you will have Yeah, I'm sorry, here one carbon will be extra. 1, 2, 3, and this part also will go as in this CH2. So you will have CH3, CH2, CH2, COONA. Same way here, this one carbon will go as CHI3 and the remaining will come as a salt. So you will have here CH3COONA. So you are getting here yellow color precipitate, that is iodoform. Right? Now let's move on to the next distinguish between. It is, again you can identify methyl ketone. Right? This one will not give. So you will write down here haloform test. What is this actually? It is acetophenone. This is acetophenone and the second one is benzophenone. It is benzophenone. So you will write down haloform test. Haloform test. First one will give, this one will not give. So let us write the equation for it. Without equation, you will not write the answer. You will not just write haloform test can be used to distinguish between. With that, you will get 0. You need to write down which one will give and which one will not give. And whichever is giving, with that respect, you have to write down the equation also. So you will write down here NaOH. Now, one carbon, this part will form CHI3. Right? You will get a yellow color precipitate of iodoform. The remaining thing will come out as the salt. So C6H5COONA. You will write down benzophenone will not give the test. Next, phenol and benzoic acid. This is phenol. Phenol and benzoic acid. One thing already I told you, ferric chloride test you can give. For phenol, ferric chloride test. This one will not give, the first one will give. So what you will write down for ferric chloride? We have already written the equation earlier. So you will write ferric chloride plus C6H5OH. Right? So when you're balancing, you get here 6. And you will write down here the product. It's a complex compound I told you. FeOC6H5 taken 6 times. 3 minus. You will write here 3H plus 3 HCl. It's a violet color precipitate, complex. Okay. Either you may write down this as a test, or whenever you find acid. For acid, the test is sodium hydrogen carbonate. So you will write phenol does not give this test, whereas the acid will give. Any one should give, other one should not give. So you can select either ferric chloride or sodium hydrogen carbonate. So what you will have here, C6H5COOH plus sodium hydrogen carbonate. So with that you will get a bubbling of carbon dioxide, right? Plus water also will be there, right? And this will come out as a salt. So you will have here C6H5COONA. Apart from that, water plus carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is the bubbling. Effervescence of CO2 is seen. Clear? Now, let's move on to the next, distinguish between benzoic acid. Acha, let me keep these two in the same frame because a similar test is coming here. So you can take, one is benzoic acid. Okay. The other one is, acid. It is CH, this one. Ethyl, the H is replaced by ethyl. So it is ethyl and the salt with the benzoic acid. Okay. So, ethyl benzoate. So what you will write? You will write down here the test as sodium hydrogen carbonate. This one will not give and this one will give. When this is giving, you will copy down this equation only here. So with this benzoic acid, you are getting with sodium hydrogen carbonate. So there are some standard tests which we have learned, till now. So keep those things in your mind. Now, the next, this is, benzaldehyde and this is acetophenone. This is methyl ketone. Methyl ketone, that means obviously you can, whenever you find this CH3CO group, in case it is ketone, then you can make use of haloform test. Yeah, haloform test. So what you will do, this one will not give, whereas acetophenone will give. We have written with acetophenone C6H5CO CH3 plus I2 plus NaOH. So you will get, first thing is with one carbon, I said you will get CHI3, plus with the remaining thing you will get a salt. So you will get C6H5COONA. Yellow color precipitate of iodoform is obtained. Clear? Now moving on to the next distinguish between, see, one is acetaldehyde, another is propanol. Just now I have told you so many times, in aldehyde only one will give this as a positive, that is acetaldehyde. So you will have haloforms. You see, for so many questions answer was one, haloform. This will not give. The first one will give. So what you will write? CH3CHO plus I2 plus NaOH. Okay, so with one carbon you will get here CHI3, plus you are having the remaining thing as HCOONA. You will write down here, arrow downwards, yellow color precipitate is obtained. Fine till here. Now we'll move on to amines. So we are trying to complete all distinguish between, which are included in your chapter. In complete organic chemistry. So please watch till the end now. Just few more are left. This is amine. This is 1 degree amine. This is 2 degree amine. To distinguish between 1 degree and 2 degree amine, what you can do is you can make use of carbyl amine test. Carbyl amine test. So whether aliphatic or aromatic, 1 degree amines will give this as a positive test. So this one will not give. It is 2 degree. So this one will give. So what you will write? You will write CH3, NH2 plus chloroform we are taking plus base. In its presence we are heating it. So what you get is CH3NC, isocyanide. The bad smelling substance is obtained. Bad smelling isocyanide is obtained. That is the distinguish between test. Right? Apart from writing this carbyl amine, you can also have nitrous acid test, HNO2 test. That is, given by, 1 degree amine. Whether actually aliphatic or aromatic, both will give. But slightly difference is there between aliphatic and aromatic amines also. That we will come across. So we will write down the equation. It is CH3N2, right? Plus, actually you are taking HNO2. But with HNO2, directly you cannot have, you are writing here though, but you are preparing this HNO2 by taking NaNO2 and HCl at quite low temperature. So what you get is CH3N2Cl. You will get methyl diazonium chloride. That is, aliphatic diazonium chloride. It is quite unstable. So when it is unstable means it can be hydrolyzed with water easily. So how do you write the product? I told you to easy way to write down the product is this water hydrolysis. You will get here methyl alcohol. That is this part. Plus you are getting N2 plus you are getting HCl. So HCl evolution occurs quite readily in case you are taking methyl amine, which is 1 degree aliphatic amine. Okay, so when it comes to the aromatic part, that I will tell you. Nitrous acid can be used as a test to distinguish between either 1 degree, 2 degree amines directly. Okay, so carbyl amine will give this one. 1 degree will be given, 1 degree amine will be giving carbyl amine test. It will be also giving nitrous acid test. Apart from that, actually that I will tell you in the next part, somewhere when it comes. You can also use Hinsberg test. Hinsberg test is given by 1 degree, not given, it is given by 1 degree and the product is soluble in alkali. 2 degree gives but the product is not soluble in alkali. Okay, that I will consider here. Okay. Actually in this one you could have taken Hinsberg also because lack of space I did not write. Let me, I'll show you in the book itself. But only difference is I have given you methyl, here it is ethyl. Okay, so if you are having methyl here, no problem. With methyl diazone, this thing, benzene sulfonyl chloride, you will get a product which is soluble in alkali. If it is 2 degree, the product is formed which is not soluble in alkali. So for 1 degree, 2 degree, you can either use carbylamine test, you can use nitrous acid test, you can use Hinsberg test. Clear? Because in your NCERT book with nitrous acid 2 degree, they are writing it will react differently. That equation also they have not written. So I would prefer, if with 1 degree and 2 degree it is asked, you write down Hinsberg and carbylamine. This you can leave it. Nitrous acid we can take more particularly for aliphatic and aromatic amines. Clear? Now the next one is 2 degree and 3 degree amine. This is 2 degree, this is 3 degree. Here you can take Hinsberg test. Hinsberg's test can be taken readily. So you can write down the equation like this. This is benzene sulfonyl chloride, and if you are treating with the 2 degree amine, 2 methyls, I have just opened it up. This will come out as HCl. You will write here HCl. Yeah, so this HCl, when you remove, you are having C6H5SO2 and N 2 methyls. This is not having any H, so you will write the product is formed. The product is formed, but it is insoluble in alkali. It is insoluble in alkali, which I was telling you here, Hinsberg. The same equation, if you write down here, you will write it is the product is formed which is soluble in alkali. For 2 degree, it is not soluble, and for 3 degree, it will not react. It will not react with Hinsberg reagent. Fine. Now let's move on to the next one. This is 1 degree amine. This is 1 degree. But only the difference is this one is aliphatic, this is aromatic. For aliphatic and aromatic primary amines, you always prefer HNO2. So omit what I told you earlier, that is for 1 degree, you will go for Hinsberg or carbylamine. If it is aliphatic and aromatic, then you go for this one. So what you will write here, if you are writing with HNO2, HNO2 plus CH3, CH2, NH2. And how did you get this? It is in the presence of NaNO2, HCl 0 to 5 degree. So what you are getting first is CH3, CH2 and N2Cl, which is not very stable. It will readily undergo hydrolysis, and CH3, CH2OH plus N2 evolution plus HCl. That means the diazonium salt which is obtained is not very stable. Whereas if we are taking the aromatic primary amine, it will undergo the diazotization part, but the product form will be very stable. It will not give out nitrogen gas. So you will write C6H5NH2 plus that HNO2, which is of course obtained by treating NaNO2 with HCl. So first what you get is C6H5N2Cl, which is aromatic, benzene diazonium chloride. Okay, of course, apart from that you are getting NaCl and water, all those stuff, but that I have not written. You are getting this. This is very stable. It does not undergo hydrolysis easily. Of course, with warm water it may form phenol. That is secondary, but here this is stable. It does not give N2 very easily. So that can be used as a test to distinguish between. Fine. Now the next one. This is aromatic amine. This is aliphatic. Same case. Same case. I think this you can try on your own. HNO2 can be taken. This is aromatic amine. This is aliphatic amine. The ring is there, but in between NH2 and ring there is CH2. So what you will do is, instead of this CH3, you will put C6H5. Okay, so this will be giving, but you will say, you'll copy down this equation here, that product is formed which is stable. It does not give N2. N2 evolution does not occur here. Whereas in this case, if it is aliphatic amine, what you will write? You will copy down this whole thing and you will write down that this is giving N2. I hope you can try this out. Only the difference is, instead of CH3 it will be C6H5. Instead of this CH3 it will be C6H5. Okay, try writing this on your own. N2 evolution occurs here. In this case it does not undergo. Doesn't liberate N2. Fine. Next one. It is 1 degree. Aromatic amine, it is 2 degree. right? So it's very simple. You can use carbylamine test. You can use carbylamine test. So carbyl or isocyanide test, the other name for this. This plus chloroform plus NaOH. When you carry out this reaction, it will form bad smelling substance isocyanide plus NaCl, because we have taken Na. So NaCl plus water is obtained. That means you are getting bad smelling isocyanide, right? Whereas this is 2 degree, you cannot have this as a distinguish between. Fine till here. Just quickly one more we will take. This is the last one. Formic acid, acetic acid. You must be wondering, both are acid, then what is the distinguish between? You will write like that. This is formic acid, this is acetic acid. Formic acid is the only acid which gives a positive Tollens test. It will give Tollens test, whereas acetic acid will not give. Otherwise, if acid is asked with the, distinguish between with some other functional group, you will take sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, so we have tried to cover all the distinguish between of organic chemistry. Please practice them well. That only will give you more confidence. Please share the video with your friends, and if you have any doubts, you can put it in the comment section. Thank you for watching.